Hello, students. Today in this lecture, we are going to talk about a part of speech, okay, particular part of speech that is pronoun, okay. So, pronoun, what is pronoun, and its types and varieties we have in English language. So, first of all, what is pronoun? So, pronoun, what is pronoun? So, we can define pronouns as a word that replaces a noun, okay, in order to avoid its repetition, okay, and to make the language more, we can say, smooth and less awkward, okay. So we have words that replace now. Why to replace? In order to avoid its repetition. So that is pronoun. So friends, we have varieties of pronouns in English language, or we have different types of pronouns in English language. So we begin with the first, personal pronoun, okay. So personal pronoun means those specific words, those pronouns or those words which replace a particular person or thing. Okay, these are personal pronouns. For example, we have pronoun like he, she, you, I, we. Okay, and to make it more detailed, we can say that personal pronouns are of further three different types. We have first person pronoun, second person pronoun, and third person pronoun. First person pronouns are the pronouns which are used for the speaker. Second person pronouns are used for the addressed to the listener, okay, and the third person pronouns are pronouns which are used for the talked about, okay. So first person pronoun, and these pronouns also occur in different cases, okay. So we also have three cases of these pronouns: subjective case, objective case, and possessive case. So first person pronoun in these cases are uh, I, me, my, and my, okay. And then first person plural, we have we, our, we, us, our, ours. Now second person pronoun, that is you in objective case, and your and yours, okay. And in third person we have masculine singular, he, him, his, okay. And third person singular feminine, she, her, her, hers, okay. And third person singular and neutral gender, we have it, subjective case, it objective case, and then its possessive case, okay. And third person plural, we have they, them, their, and theirs. So friends, personal pronouns are, we have three types of personal pronouns: first person pronoun, second person, third person, and these are there in these are used there in three different cases, okay. And the next point, the next type of pronoun, we have demonstrative pronouns. So those pronouns which are used to demonstrate or which are used to identify and indicate a person, a place, a thing, okay, a particular thing, okay, that also shows the nearness and distance of a thing. So these are demonstrative pronouns. So we have this, that, these, and those. So this, that, these, those. These pronouns are demonstrative pronouns. This singular in nearness, that singular in distance, distance in time or place, that might be, okay. And these plural in nearness, and those plural in distance. So these are demonstrative pronouns. Next type we have, we can say, uh, uh, reflexive and intensive, or we can say emphatic pronouns, reflexive pronouns. So pronouns like myself, ourselves, yourself, himself, herself, itself, and themselves. So these are pronouns, means pronouns which are uh, used, which are there with self or selves. So these are reflexive pronouns or emphatic pronoun as well. So reflexive pronouns when they reflect the action. Okay, for example, we have sentence like she uh, hits herself, or she hit herself, or I like myself. So in these sentences, myself and herself. Okay, so in these sentences, the action is reflected by the same person, means the subject and object are the same persons. Okay, so these are reflexive pronouns, and when these pronouns are used to put emphasis on the subject, okay, they are called intensive pronoun or emphatic pronoun. For example, he himself checked all the details. So here himself, which is used to put emphasis on the subject, which precedes it, he. Okay, so these words with self and selves. Okay, these are reflexive pronoun and emphatic or intensive pronoun. It depends for what particular what purpose they have been used in the sentence. So these are reflexive and intensive, reflexive and emphatic pronoun. Okay, and the next variety we have, or next type we have reciprocal pronouns. So reciprocal pronouns, we have words like each other and one another. So each other, one another means when they are used to they are used in place of the nouns which are quite which shows mutual interaction or mutual activities. Okay, so sharing is the same kind of relation, same kind of feeling to one another. So these are reciprocal pronoun. We have these each other and one another. Each other is used for the for two things only. Okay, and more than if we have more than two things, and we have to show their relation or their mutual activity, the interaction, then we use one another. Okay, and the next type of pronoun we have indefinite pronoun. Okay, as the name suggests, indefinite means something that is not definite or something that is not certain. So these pronouns they are used for unspecified or uncertain, or we can say indefinite. They are used in place of indefinite nouns. Okay, we have words like someone, somebody, anybody, anything. Okay, many, little, few. Okay, none, nothing, all. So these words are indefinite pronouns because they're used for unspecific, or they're used for uncertain or indefinite kind of personal thing. Okay, so indefinite pronoun. And the next type we have interrogative pronouns. So words like who, whom, whose. Okay, which, whoever, whichever. They are compounded. They're compounded by verb ever. So these words, when they are used to interrogate or to ask about a particular person, thing, or we can say, or idea. So these words are used to identify or to ask, to inquire about a particular noun. So these are interrogative pronouns. They are called interrogative because they are used to interrogate, or they are used to question. Okay, so these are interrogative: who, whom, whose, which, what, etc. Okay, and the next type we have relative pronouns. Relative pronouns, they are the same words. For example, we have the who, whom, whose, which, and that. So they are relative. So we have to be very careful, okay, about the uses. Okay, so when the same words are used to interrogate, then we'll call them interrogative pronouns. And when these words are used to relate, then they are known as relative pronouns. So relative pronouns are basically used in complex sentences, and they just initiates, or introduces they introduce they introduce the subordinate clause, or they connect the subordinating clause of a complex sentence. For example, we have the sentence. So this is the man, okay, whose daughter won a prize. Okay, so here whose, the word whose is used to relate the noun which is there just before it. Okay, so the man whose daughter. So here whose, the pronoun, the word whose relates the man, the word man. Okay, and these kind of words which are there before these relative pronouns, they are known as antecedent. Or antecedent means another noun. Okay, so relative pronouns are always relate to the words that is used before it, that is known as antecedents. So they are relative pronouns because they relate. Okay, so dear friends, we have discussed so far what is pronoun and what are different kinds of pronouns. Okay, so let's repeat it again. So pronoun is a word that is used to replace a noun. Okay, and why do we replace a noun? We replace a noun to avoid its repetition and to make the language more smooth, more, we can say, to increase its pace and to make it easy. Okay, and we have different pronouns we have discussed in some details. These are personal pronouns, okay, demonstrative pronouns, reflexive and intensive pronouns, reciprocal pronouns, indefinite pronouns, interrogative pronouns, and relative pronouns. So I hope you understand the basics about this very part of speech. So just go to your books and practice with more examples so that you can have a clear understanding of this very topic. So thank you very much. Take care.